Hello all, it's Carl, the skittish one, checking in with my dip pen adventure, where I am right now. It's been almost 2 weeks since my last check-in. I don't know if you recall, but I was complaining a while ago about my handwriting and some of my hand posturing and just looking for ways to adjust and learn more things. And our friend HB Tom suggested dip pens. So for the last several weeks, I've been writing not exclusively with dip pens, but I've been putting in at least 30 minutes a day, writing with dip pens, a couple different varieties. Two, a couple varieties, so accurate. And I've been learning a lot, and that's been really fun. So there have been some good experiences and some bad experiences. And what I can tell you, this would be an example of a bad experience. This page here. What I can tell you is I have clear favorites. This was a great experience. This was a good day. This is when I switched pens. Let me break this down. So the two dip pens I've been using are this Sailor Hocoro. It has this really neat idea. It has these great little thin plastic body. It has these modular swappable nibs. It's a fantastic, in theory, not necessarily in practice for me. So this was the one dip pen I'm using, and then I'm using this Pilot Iro-Utsushi dip pen, which is really this is not swappable. It's just a regular nib. This one is a medium, which is the one I've been starting with. And it's been a couple weeks now, and oh boy, this Iro-Utsushi is fantastic. It's light, it's easy to use. When you dip the ink, it gets a good amount. You can write at least a sentence with it. It's nice and smooth. The ink distribution is really even. Excuse me. This Hocoro has been nothing but trouble. I've got a fine nib in here right now. What I started off with was an equivalent to the Iro-Utsushi, a medium. Started off with a medium, and it was dismal. It was just a disaster of an experience. Let me show you an example here. Put that down. So that horrible page, this was the medium Hocoro. It globbed at the beginning. It dried out fast. The flow was very uneven. It was not great. As you can see, the writing goes just dismal experience here. I put a feed on the pen. So these Hokoros have this great little modular functionality where you can actually drop a feed into the pen, into the nib, to kind of even, give it a little bit more capacity and even out that ink flow. So when I put that feed on there, it immediately got better. And I was able to write this entire page with a single dip. So this and this was from a single dip. So it dramatically improved the experience, but it didn't improve it the way I wanted it to. I wanted the clean, classic dip experience I was getting from this Iro-Utsushi. Here's another example. This is 100% Iro-Utsushi. It's even, it's smooth. It was a fantastic experience. You get in that dip mode. You're writing about a sentence each time, and you kind of get a feel for when the ink is running low. So if you start dipping a little sooner, so you get that consistent ink flow here, and it's great. So I'm very, very glad I tried this. This was a pen. I was cheating. This is a little bit further on. I'm using a different ink. I switched up inks a few times. This is a Hocoro, only that fine nib that I've got right here, not the medium I started with. And it was better. It was certainly improved, but it wasn't great. This took a lot of care and a lot of thought and a lot of patience to get this down, where this Iro-Utsushi page was just flow. It was just fantastic. So I have opinions. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop using this Sailor Hocoro. I did get a Fude nib for it, so I'm going to play with that. Not now, but I'm going to play with that for a little bit just to try a Fude nib. It was cheap. And maybe drop this feed in it so I can just experience a Fude nib without having to buy a Fude pen. So, I mean, there were some things that came out of this. I'm not negative on this experience at all with the Sailor dip pen, but I definitely helped solidify the winner for me. This Iro-Utsushi was just fantastic. Now, a couple things I did also find out is I really love this planted tree paper from Muji. It's inexpensive. It lays flat. It's, look at that. Just a little bit of bleed through and ghosting. Great paper. I really, really like it. So I'm going to stick with that. I don't know. I think it was maybe $1 a notebook from Muji. I bought a ton at the end of last year. They had a huge sale, so I've got piles of it. So I'm using that. I'm very pleased with that Muji planted tree paper. And I tried some different inks. So I tried this Kaweco at first start, and I just tried this Red Dragon last night. And they're okay. These are a little too watery for my taste. They just float a little too fast out of the nib, that Iro-Utsushi. And I pretty much, last night, I just abandoned the Hocoro, and I've only wrote exclusively with this. I spent about an hour writing out about four pages. So these two inks, beautiful inks, in pens, fantastic. In a dip pen, didn't really care for them. I thought they were a little too thin. These three inks, this James Herbin, which I love. Have I talked about the Paris series from James Herbin? I just love this series. The gray is absolutely lovely, flowed beautifully. This was a great experience. This Dominant Industries Seaweed, I love this color. I originally bought this color to go with a Noodler's Ahab. It matched the Ahab perfectly, but the Ahab experience is, a story for another time. And then, of course, this Sungyo. I think this is morning sunrise or spring sunrise. This is a beautiful plummy color. I don't know how I suck at describing colors, but this is absolutely gorgeous, and it works perfectly in with this Iro-Utsushi dip pen. So I've been having a lot of fun. It is super relaxing. Again, I've said it 3 times, but HV Tom, thank you so much for recommending this to me. I recommend it to anybody to just try if you've never done it before. It's relatively inexpensive to get into. I was worried about contaminating my inks, so I got these cute little dippy cups, these cute little things, so I could pour ink into these little cups and use these for dipping. Unfortunately, these are supposed to be glass. They sent me the plastic ones, so I got to return those. So it's fun. I can accessorize this hobby just a little bit, not go crazy, which, as I mentioned before, I love to accessorize my hobbies. And it's just been a really super great, fun, relaxing. And man, when you get in that dip flow, it just feels fantastic. And I've also going to maybe try some other things. I'm in a place where I'm good. Maybe I don't need to move on, but I got this little Nikko Manga pen nib set, and no, I'm not a drawer. I have no intention of drawing, but I just, it's fun. Why not, right? This is $15. I bought it from a little mail order shop in Nashville, and I won't tell you who they are until they fix this. Then give me the glass vials that I was supposed to get. But it's just a little cute little set. It comes with a random holder. So it's got this little holder with this, I don't know what that's called. It takes 2 different sizes. So it's got these little round nibs. Look at that look how cute. It's a round nib, and they just slide right in there, which is cool. They're really hard to get out. Okay. So round nib, and then it's got these regular other style nib that I couldn't tell you what their names are because I just got this on Saturday. I haven't really looked in it yet. But they just fit right in there. How cool is that? And this is for manga intro drawing, which I'm not going to do, but I still want to. It was $15. Come on. I got the holder, which is a random color. So they had like 3 or 4 different colors. And then the nib sets and the little bottle of ink. $15. Come on. It was a blast. I'm going to look forward to this. I don't know if I'll ever report on what my findings from this, but here we are. Anyway, that's it. What do you got going on this weekend? I'm going to be doing a little bit more of my dip pen work. I've got a new pen that I actually got a long time ago. I got it a couple months ago, and then I just kind of backburnered it, and I haven't used it yet, so I'm going to be experimenting with that. That's about it. That's all I got. It's kind of rainy here where I live, so hopefully you're having a great weekend. You're having a nice day. Thanks for checking in, and take care. Bye.